The opinions in the following podcast are the expressions and ideas of each individual host and not a reflection of 210 culture as a whole. So please take it all with a grain of salt and enjoy the show. This
¿Qué más le gusta de este parade?
No me shut up, man. No me.
It's a reflection of San Antonio, you know, and it's music too, man.
the
And the pride of the great Lone Star State are NBA champions.
210 Culture Podcast. What is up, guys, and welcome over to the next episode of 210 Culture Podcast. Like always, I'm G,
I'm Dom.
And Donna.
and today is episode 37.
Is it? I don't
Yes,
remember.
aka the 210 Carpenters podcast. The reason being is that our guest is just walking through the door right now.
He's
Yeah,
here.
just you might need to move because you're in front of the camera.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I can bring some more chairs and sit on that side. Roy, you're over here, Roy.
Yeah, right.
Right
Right.
here.
We got a special guest with us.
Yeah, so we have Roy
Yay.
from the Carpenter's Apprentice here with us.
Whoop,
Of course, those who have followed us during the week know that we have our live syndication deal with him now.
Syndication.
So, starting this Friday, we're going to have Roy live, showing his wonderful interview skills on our episodes on Fridays. So definitely get excited for that.
Definitely.
And how are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm good. Hey, but check this out. Right before I came here, 2 hornets stung me at the exact same time on my back.
Oh.
Yeah, so, man, thank God I smoked right before. Otherwise, I would have been really affected.
Oh my god.
But I'm a little pissed off. So right after that, I went and I put some soap and water, and I fucking killed all the hornets I could see around my house. That was it. So I feel a little bit like a conqueror, but also my back hurts.
Oh.
So you just joined in time.
Put
We
you
just
here.
did the intro right when you were
Yeah.
walking in, so
Oh, cool.
you didn't miss nothing.
Awesome.
So the way we always start the show is just kind of going over how our weekend went. So me and Donna, of course, we went to KOL Festival yesterday, the Kings of Leon Festival out in Pete's Place.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Bunch of different cover bands, the Kings of Leon Valley. That one is yours, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
badass. Is it twist
Open it.
off?
No, probably off.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Sorry.
Of course, we got make sure to get him that
Interrupting.
Southside
Texacola.
craft soda, the Texacola soda, our official sponsor of our
yeah.
podcast. Which I had a great time with him Friday. Andrew, the owner, we were talking, having a good time.
Always.
So we have some big stuff coming up. Local, of course. Local and delicious, available at all the HEBs. If you go to our website, 210culture.com, click on the little pictures on the side of the ad, and it'll take you to the location finder to see where the nearest
Definitely.
place that has one for you is at. Yeah, so we did the KOL Festival yesterday. Friday, we went to Rodeo Appreciation Day, which is why I'm wearing my
Nice.
nice rodeo hat. So that was pretty fun. It was appreciated for everybody who volunteered. And that's pretty much our day. Dom, how was yours?
Me, just been looking at some other food trucks. Been trying to scope out the scene. Maybe try to do some bar series. You know, some local bars here in San Antonio.
By yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need to do some covert
Yeah.
work right now. You know.
Yeah.
But
So,
you
you
also
know.
forgot to say that we went to Comfort Cafe this weekend too.
Oh, yes, Comfort Cafe. Yes, that place is awesome. We'll get into
And so yeah, we need to talk about that.
We'll
But
get into that in a
Yeah.
little bit.
but how about your weekend, Mr. Roy?
Oh, man,
Mr.
I'm just
Roy.
getting back from Reggae Fest out
Ooh.
on Padre Island.
How was it?
Alright.
It was badass. It was everything you think a reggae fest is.
I
It
could
was
tell
that.
your eyes are still little chinitos right now.
It's awesome.
It's okay. Our local sponsor, CBD,
It is,
Stress,
yeah.
Anxiety,
Hey.
Joint Pain.
Yeah, of course.
PTSD,
Natural Heights there on
insomnia.
Nacogdoches. Check them
Yes,
out.
Yeah,
sir.
definitely.
And of
There you
course, we're live here at Southtown 101 on
Always
Pub Sports
home.
Radio. So thank you to both of them for sponsoring us and having us on the show
Definitely.
here. But yeah, no, so that was fun. Do a little recycling, little reggae. Yeah, so I guess we'll jump to Comfort Cafe real quick before we jump into the main
Yeah.
topics.
Yes.
So we went to go eat at Comfort Cafe. We're shooting it for the next Culture Creation video on Wednesday. And pretty much it is a donation-based restaurant. So there's not an actual set menu. It's made by the Star Bright organization.
Serenity Star.
Organization, which is an organization that helps families and people of addiction help kind of transition into life without being an addict. So everything, all the profits that from the restaurant go to the organization. It's a $10 minimum for food that they ask as a donation. But of course, if you don't have that or you don't have any money at all, they're not going to turn you down.
Nope.
But they do ask if you do a $10 donation. And then they do have a coffee shop attached to it as well. In the coffee shop, they ask for $5 for the coffee. But again, it's up to you. So even if you don't have any cash, you can still go in there.
Just donate.
Which is really cool because it goes back to their men's shelter that they have out here in San Antonio, because it was originally based out of Smithsville.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. We got to meet the manager. The manager himself was a 5-year addict, 6-year addict.
He's in recovery, and
Yeah.
he's been sober for 4 years, and it took him about close to 7 to kind of get himself together. And it was really nice talking to him, just because he, gave his story about how he went to different rehab centers, and it didn't seem like they really cared about him until he went into Serenity Star in Smithsville, and they seemed to care about him because there were counselors and nurses and stuff that were addicts themselves, so they could relate to him in such a certain level. And so he was able to, become a counselor and become a manager of this restaurant. And so he's just moving up, and I was so happy, and I'm so glad that we were able to meet him and talk to him. It was great.
You're talking about Dwayne? Is that his
No,
name?
his name's Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his name is Chris.
And then the house itself is pretty cool because anybody who is an addict, they can go there and same thing, they pay whatever they can. So they do have like a minimum that they would ask to help cover everything, but they're not going to turn you down if you don't have anything, because they want to make sure that you're able to get yourself off the ground. So they want to take $800 of your money when you're trying to get off the ground with whatever job you can find. So they work with them, so it's a pretty good cause. And that video will be out Wednesday to check out. But now time to jump into some topics here.
Yes. So the first topic is Whatasale. So Whataburger sold to Chicago-based investment banking company. Texas' biggest family-owned burger chain is no longer family-owned. BDT Capital Partners has acquired a majority interest in Whataburger. BDT is a Chicago-based investment banking company specializing in family and founder-led companies like Whataburger. Under new ownership, Whataburger headquarters will still remain in San Antonio and led by a team of key Whataburger executives with more than 150 years of combined experience with the brand. In addition to possibly expanding to other states, the burger chain will undergo a corporate restructuring. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think the quality of food Whataburger serves will change? If so, why?
This is a
wants
very
to start?
sensitive topic.
I'm going to say, well, let Roy answer it first.
Okay.
Roy?
Man, I just hate big money interests coming in and taking small businesses away from folks who own it already in the area. I really hate that shit. I don't know why. It bothers me a lot. So, fuck it. Just keep going to Bill Miller's.
Well, they say they'll always stay local, right?
It's true.
Family owned.
Came out with a statement. So what about you, Dom? What do you think?
I feel like the standards of Whataburger is going to go down in the next couple of years because it's hard to remake perfection, especially if it's in other hands that don't know how to make the burger. You know what I mean? I mean, in some people's eyes, they love Whataburger to death, you know? I mean, and then there's a feud of In-N-Out versus Whataburger, but Whataburger, of course, wins.
I'm going to say that's not a feud, but
I like
Well,
In-N-Out,
for other-
though.
In-N-Out's
See,
trash.
there you go. There's that feud.
I like In-N-Out. I
You
think
can
it's
get
good.
in and out of this
In and out of
area
this
right
room
Shut
right now. But yeah,
I get what you're saying, though, because I
it's
guess
going to be difficult.
transitioning into more restaurants in
corporate
different
restaurant.
states, I think makes the quality of the food that they serve go down because
And
they
the
have
service.
to reproduce so much of it in so many quantities, like how that whole quality versus quantity type
Mm-hmm.
of thing. And I feel like that's how it's going to be. Maybe their menu is going to change. Like, I just don't want the quality of the food to change, and I feel like that's
Right.
probably what's going to happen. So
No more all-star classics.
Right, because now it's going to be all American
'Cause
classics now.
some of those are hard, like the A1 Thick and Hearty Burger. Like Texas, everybody loves it just because they love steak.
yeah.
But then you go like up north, and they're gonna be like, "Why do I want A1
Why
on my
would I want
burger?"
that?
Yeah, so I feel like it's gonna be tough just because they're gonna try to implement to get it more to a mainstream market, and that's
Right.
not why people went there to begin with. They went there because it's relatable. And it's something unique to us, and now it's going to be all over the place. I mean, it's
Yep.
cool when you're traveling New York and now you can stop at a Whataburger, but I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose when Whataburger was specifically to Texas.
Right.
But then it might be kind of cool because just like McDonald's, how right now they're advertising about how in different countries they have different
start with that
types
one.
of
Oh, no, it better
well,
not
they
be
have different types
international,
of
damn it.
food,
No.
and so maybe like moving into other states up north, west, east coast, they might have stuff that specializes in those states that people like that we don't. So I mean, that's kind of good too.
Man, I don't
Bringing
trust
that
I
variety.
don't trust
No?
that not one bit.
They're gonna come out with a
It's just like,
weird
fuck
burger.
no.
They're gonna be like, here's a bison burger, like Whataburger, like what? You know, like,
here's the vegan veggie burger
oh
on
no,
lettuce wraps.
that's
or
not
something.
Texas at all.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Well, now it's not Texas based anymore. Well,
I
it is
know.
Texas based, but it's out in other states. Doesn't really matter now. It doesn't matter now. They
matters
can do
to
whatever they
me.
want to it. It is what it is.
I just don't want it to be trash like In-N-Out. So that's all I
In-N-Out
hope
is
for.
not trash.
Or like Steak and Shake,
Or
not.
Steak and Shake, yeah, exactly.
or Burger Fi.
So should we do the
Okay.
survey question right now since we're still kind of in that
Yeah,
topic?
Alright.
I
Okay.
think we should. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So we took a poll last Sunday. We didn't have our podcast because it was Father's Day and we took the weekend off. But we did a poll, and let me pull that back up because I forgot where I put it. So we did a poll, and the question was: when you think of San Antonio, what's the first restaurant that comes to your mind? Like if you were talking to a tourist and they were like, "Where can you eat?" What would be the first place that you would think of? What would you say, Dom?
For tourist, I would probably say Mi Tierra.
That was my choice too.
So I guess we'll do like people from out of town.
Yeah.
What would be the one, I guess, spot that they would eat, or they would be like, when they think of San Antonio, oh, then we need to go eat here at this particular spot. Because obviously, when we were talking about it, it's going to be a different answer for people who live around the area or are from other Texas cities.
Right.
Because they're more familiar with San Antonio, their answers are going to be different from people from out of state. And so when we talked about it,
She was, because we were at Bill Miller's, and she was talking about how, like, I wonder how many people, like, come and say, oh, I want to eat at Bill Miller's. And I was like, they don't.
No,
It's
they don't.
the people from, like, surrounding, or that live in Texas that know because they have somebody from San Antonio that, oh, you should eat Bill Miller's or try Bill Miller's.
Right.
I was like, but somebody from, like, New York is not going to come and be like, oh, I heard about this place, Bill Miller's. I want to go try it. I was like, and they're looking for more of the authentic, the mariachis, the Mexican food.
Yeah.
Type thing than they would as opposed to just a Bill Miller's. And if you're from an out of town and you have nobody here, you see one in every corner, so you're just assuming it's a local fast food place and you're not going to waste time trying to eat there.
Right.
That's authentic.
Now, you already ran this poll, or you're going to run it?
We did run it.
Yeah, we did.
We're going to read some of the answers right now, but we just kind of wanted everybody's answer before.
Everybody's
Oh,
feedback. So what do
man,
you
I would
think?
just, look, I stick to the same shit all the time. I don't
Which
change
is?
things.
What's the
Rocky's
same
Taco
shit?
House, 2423 Pleasanton Road out in the south side. Come visit.
For all you Northerners, there you go.
Yeah, so we had Andia Se Pico de Gallo, which I
Yeah.
could kind of see that one. Our Bean Bash champion, Daniel Rodriguez, said, he said Taco Cabana.
Yeah. Well, not really local, but
That's
okay.
his choice. I have to find the rest of them here. I know one of them was the picnic.
Oh God.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to walk to one for tacos, but yeah.
Let me find
That
it
was
here.
breakfast
That's
tacos.
hilarious.
Yeah, so we had the picnic, We Hood, from
We Hood.
Freddie. From Gilbert Hernandez, we had Agave on Pleasanton Street.
Hey, that's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Jude Gill and Edgar Guerrero saying Blanco Cafe.
Hey,
Oh,
funny
Blanco
story.
Cafe.
Check this out. I'm sorry, I just
No,
snapped.
no, it's
Go
okay.
ahead, go ahead.
I'm on a 5-second delay because of the, anyhow, my cousin got kicked out of Agave before. She made a fucking scene in there. She had started throwing chingazos at somebody and they asked her to leave twice.
Oh
World
my
Star?
goodness.
World Star in
That's
total.
hilarious.
No mamas.
I know, man. I wish I was for real. I would have been like, oh, we're on audio.
World
Camera thing.
Star.
Oh no, we're live. We're live over there on that
Okay.
camera.
Yeah, right
Yeah, we
there.
are live right
shit.
there. Yeah, there's a little camera right there.
So they can see us.
Yeah.
They can see you and
Oh,
everything.
that is-
Yeah.
Show them your hornet
uh-huh.
stings.
Yeah.
You want to see them?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
no,
let's go.
no. Please don't. So,
We still got Facebook guidelines. We have to.
It's like,
so on our, I guess, live thing, I have
we're looking at us right now.
Chris Rangel says, FYI, Bill Miller's is not good. And Chris, I will agree with you. Bill Miller's is trash. The only thing I like is the salads. Everything else is trash.
Harsh.
So yes, I agree with you.
Harsh.
I think.
Wow.
I
Oh my
honestly-
God.
I honestly though think it is more of a. I would say it's more of the San Antonian tradition and why it's so popular.
from
I don't
the
really
valley.
I don't get the barbecue, but I always get the chicken. But that's because growing up, that's what we always would get. Like everybody would come
Chicken.
over, and then you show up at 8:59 because they close at 9, and you're just like, I got $50, give me whatever you got, and you go
Yeah.
back with like 30 pies. So like growing up, it was always the fried chicken for me. So that's like why I like it. I don't really eat the barbecue. Not that
Yeah,
there's
because
something
your
wrong
dad
against
makes
it.
barbecue every day.
That's true. That's a tough one to keep up with. But at least for me, it was chicken. So like the fact that she didn't have that because she's from the valley and doesn't really eat all the time.
Wow.
I can-
Really?
yes.
You make it seem like I'm starving to death. She doesn't really eat a lot. She's from the valley.
Well, you don't eat Bill Miller's enough to enjoy it, as I would feel like it's more like
That's what he meant.
more like a nostalgia comfort type food.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel like it is to me.
What do you say, Roy?
Shit, give me a rancher plate.
He's like, right here.
Yeah, I really like brisket. I eat fucking brisket like you wouldn't believe. I get the marbled on corn. Man,
Yeah.
I love Bill Miller's. I can't believe you're such a hater, and you're over here hating on Bill Miller's.
I'm not a hater.
Opinions are welcome
A-
here.
a-
Opinions are welcome.
Ask her what she thinks about Big Red. That's another one too.
Oh,
Yes,
please don't.
please.
Yeah, no,
tell
I don't
us.
like Big Red. I don't like Big Red. Sorry.
Yeah, so we also
Who
had
are you, man?
we had Randy comment Tower of Americas as one.
Yeah, people do. Soon.
Yeah.
We have
They got nice
one-
quail legs.
Quail legs.
Quail legs. And of
Fancy
course,
food.
Chris also said, don't forget about Fred's. Fred's fish fry.
The plug got you.
When's the
fam.
last time?
Crap.
the last time you ate there?
Like 2 lens ago.
20,
about 2 G's ago.
2014
Wow.
when I was first in the game. No.
Wow.
Then we have a Russell Huff who said Mexican restaurant. I don't know if he was just trying to be funny.
Mexican restaurant.
So okay. He said ... Mexican restaurant. We have a
Anyone?
Melinda Rayner who said Jalisco, which I don't know which one because it's like
Hey,
8
there's a
billion
lot.
There's like a
Jaliscos.
million
Yeah.
Jaliscos.
We have
So you could be right.
Rosarios. We have
I like Rosarios.
yeah. We had about 13 people say Mi Tierras. We had
Facts.
Laura Odom say Don Pedro's.
Yeah, but I'm military.
And then we had
I
Starla
like
Bin
anything
say,
Southside. That's
Yeah.
good.
Mhm. And then we had Starla Bin say Mexican Manhattan.
I've been there.
Mexican Manhattan?
Mhm.
I've never
I think my
heard
aunt
of
got
that
married
place.
there.
And then the last one we got was from Homer Harris who said MK Davis. MK Davis is pretty good.
MK Davis is good. I will say
I don't
that.
think most people know about that though.
I don't
I
even
don't
know what that
know.
is.
You don't know what MK Davis?
No, I wouldn't even.
Wow.
Then you're not a true Southsider. Goodbye.
Yeah, you're not a true Southsider.
Whoa.
Ooh.
First off, we
All right, bro.
I
That one
spoke
actually
for a
hurt.
moment.
That was stung a little. You know what? That
Like,
stung
damn.
harder than them hornets, brother.
No, it's over.
I'm gonna get going.
It's
I'm
over,
leaving by.
it's
I'm
over
not-
off of where the heck is it at? Not. It's actually not Southside. I think it's up north, above the loop, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Now
What?
you're
Wow.
hating.
Wow, take that
Questioning
comment
my
back.
credentials, and I let it get to me. You see that?
Yeah.
God got you.
But it's kind of like a Bud Jones, but I would say a classier version of Bud Jones.
Oh, Bud Jones.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, but
Not-
it's
not-
pretty
not-
classy, bro.
Pretty good,
They give you a
yeah.
plate for your chicken bones.
Yeah.
Facts.
So but they're known.
That's pretty fancy,
But they're
actually.
known
Yeah,
for
that's
their
extra plate.
They're known for their scooter drinks, which is like I think a 32-ounce beer
Mm,
on draft. So that's normally like the big draw that everybody has over there.
Oh, okay.
okay.
But yeah, that was all there. So that's gonna be our new segment starting every Sundays now. So follow our page Sunday mornings to find out what the new survey will be for that week. But jumping into our next topic now.
All right, next
yeah.
topic.
So, San Antonio Botanical Garden offers reduced admission for SNAP recipients. San Antonio Botanical Garden is reducing its entry fee for some people who may not visit the garden often. Regular admission is $12, but will be reduced for $3 for people receiving SNAP benefits.
Wow.
Reduced admission is available for up to 4 people, and presentation of a SNAP electronic benefits transfer card is necessary. The reduced fee is made possible by Museums for All, a program that strives to bring working families from all backgrounds to connect with community museums. Do you think this admission should be applied to all? If not, why?
Huh. Well, I mean, that's pretty interesting. I mean, it's like you can't afford to go out because, you're trying to save up, provide for your family and everything. Now you can actually use your SNAP benefits to actually take them out now,
Right.
at a reduced price now.
Not that I'm trying to sound ignorant enough, but exactly what is there to do in the botanical garden?
It's more of like a
You
zoo
get
for
some-
plants.
Take some bomb selfies.
I was just gonna say the same thing. Same thing, man.
I know, vibrant colors, man. Come on.
Yeah.
And there's
That's-
flowers and fish.
And fish.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, I mean,
It's
I
a
wouldn't.
pretty background.
Yeah.
For somebody
Pretty
who's
much.
in like a tight spot, I mean that's a good deal. I mean, you get almost more than 75% off. But if there's nothing really to do, is it really worth it to waste the $3 there? I mean, it's nice because you get out of the house, but
Yeah.
I mean, if there's not really much to do, like I can save the $3 and go to the park down the street and take my kids out there to run around outside just as much, and I save $3. So
Well, they can
Hey,
run
man.
around. It's just in a prettier place.
Poor people like to do fun shit.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. I mean, it's cool. You know, it's something different. Exposes the kids to new shit.
I'm just saying that I'm just saying that's more like
Right.
on a budget wise. Like if it was free, I'd be like all down for it. Like
Man, but $3 is $3. Come on, $3,
Yeah.
man.
That's
That's
not too
that's
bad.
$3. I mean, even when you're broke, you can do
It's
that.
better than being
Yeah,
at home
that's
all
true.
day, just staring at the same thing you've been staring at since summer began.
another free thing too is the movies during the week,
Yeah.
early in the mornings.
Well, I mean, this
Wait,
just
what?
Yeah,
Santico's has like
When
they'll
does
show
that
like
happen?
they'll show like the old like kids movies. They'll show like
Oh.
Minions like 3 or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's still something to get them out the house for free.
Yeah. Oh, I was being selfish. I was thinking for myself. I thought you were.
No,
I forgot about the
I
children.
want to watch new
Take your
Toy
ass to
Story
the
4.
dollar movies, okay? You can do that.
I was gonna say you could actually see the new movies before $5 at
That's right.
the Mayan. I think everything but Casablanca and I forgot what the other one is. I think the Palladium.
Money grubbing.
Other than that, the rest of the week, Monday through Friday, before 5, you can go catch any new movie for $5.
Oh,
at
that's
the-
cool,
at
man.
Santico's.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Santico's is my favorite movie theater, not because they just have
It's
recliner
local.
seats.
Because he's bougie.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh,
Santico's
yeah.
is
I am.
bougie.
I am, but
Especially the Mayan. Yeah.
but their membership program is bomb. It's like the
Yeah.
best. You get like I think a point for
Points.
every dollar, and every $75 they give you a $5 back.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, when you go to a movie,
So
here, you
check
drop
it
like
out.
60.
That Santico's thing, that membership deal you're talking about. I saw it and I read the rules and I said, wait, so I just got to come back here with a new email and a new phone number every time, and then I can get a free popcorn and a free ticket for this same price? And man, I abused that
The
motherfucker.
system.
I mean, I was everybody. I was like El Chapo wearing every disguise. I went into that place.
Oh my
Undermining the
gosh.
system. Yeah.
He's all, he's
But
email-
anyways, as far as offering reduced admission, that's great. I just feel like they should have reduced admission for everybody and not
Everybody.
just SNAP recipients. Because yes, the SNAP recipients
$12 to
are,
just look at plants?
you know, struggling. But
That's a lot of money.
I was gonna say, we regular people are struggling too, so we need some type of discount too. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Take your ass to Home Depot, look at the plants.
Oh hell no.
Not to
Me and
say.
Itzia go to IKEA.
Look at those fake plants.
Fake plants. Yeah.
But anyway.
Now the next topic here. This one I'm glad Roy's here because I don't think any of us would have such a good opinion on it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the next topic.
Yes. So SAISD board approves pay raises for employees. San Antonio Independent School District Board of Trustees on Monday approved a compensation plan for the 2019-2020 school year, which includes pay increases for all permanent full-time employees and an increase in the minimum entry hourly pay rate for non-exempt permanent full-time employees. The current minimum entry hourly rate for non-exempt permanent full-time employees will increase from $13.25, which I didn't realize how much, they were actually making,
Right.
to $15 for the 19-2020 school year. The raises will be reflected in employee paychecks based on the start of their contract work cycle for the 2019-2020 school year. I'm pretty sure I didn't get most of the information there. I just got like the little chunk, but I mean, I think that these raises should be way more than $15. This is ridiculous.
Oh, interesting.
Why?
She works for
Why
the
is it
state.
interesting?
She works for the
I
state.
would not have thought that. I thought that was a really generous package they offered. And you said more. That's
Really?
interesting. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm incorrect, but I was like, oh, $15 an hour. That sounds kind of
Yeah.
nice.
I just think
That's what Bernie was asking for, right? 15 an hour?
Right. Bernie was.
Yeah, I just think that, you're dealing, I don't know, teachers are such an important factor in children in their childhood and growing up and who they want to be and the education that they're receiving. And plus teachers go through so much as far as like getting their education, getting the training, getting all this stuff. And to be able to only get $15, I don't think that's fair. I really don't.
I'm misunderstanding this maybe. I thought
Or maybe
this
you know
was-
more or maybe you know more about this than we do.
No, I don't know anything. Just what's here.
Okay.
Just the way I read it. I thought it was the non-exempt permanent full-time employees. I thought if you're going on an hourly rate, you probably can't be a teacher because they
Yeah,
get
you
salaries.
probably
So
get
then
an
it would be
assistant
aides
or
and down.
something,
Yeah.
Let's ask our teacher. My friend Itzy, she's a teacher. So
it sounds like these are like the custodians.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Stuff
what I
like
thought.
that.
The
Yeah.
helpers.
And like the custodians.
So I think that's
and
pretty
maybe like
nice.
the cafeteria people, not teachers, because we're on contract, so
Yeah.
we get paid
A salary.
Yeah, a salary based on our contract. we are supposedly, I don't know the whole bill process, but there was a $5,000 raise that was supposed to go into effect. I don't know how each district is going to take care of that
Facts.
$5,000 raise.
Okay.
Yeah, so this isn't affecting
So
teachers.
This is just
But
like
going into the
non-teachers.
topic of, you know, teachers and raising wages for teachers, I'm still for that. I'm very for that. Because, like I said, teachers play an important role in children in all of our lives. Even then when we're all grown up and we're all here in our 20s not going to school, we still remember a teacher that had an impact in our lives to doing better, to, you know, helping us to succeed and kind of being there for us. They're more than just teachers. There are mentors. You know, sometimes there are parents because you don't know what their situation in life is or their home situation is. So I
Man,
just-
look, I want to pay teachers as much as we can pay them. But the question is, where's my taxes going? Like,
Yeah.
where does that
Right,
price come
yeah.
to? So that's a delicate balance. But
And this
you're
goes
right.
into our government. Our government's the one who does that for our teachers, like pays everybody.
Yeah.
So they deal with our taxes. We're the ones who elect them to theirs. So I mean, we have to see what they're doing with our taxes. You know.
Nah, but you know what? At the end of the day, this shit's good for the people.
Yeah.
If they can trim some of the
Hey, they got some
administrative fat,
money.
in there, that's good.
Some assistants are getting paid a little bit more, make them more into their jobs now, helping the teacher out, spreading the responsibility. You know, that's good. It's
Yeah.
releasing the stress a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with this.
Hey, I can't be opposed to somebody getting more money.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
great.
Great.
Exactly.
More money,
And,
more problems.
Speaking of school related, always follow the Carpenter's Apprentice, who always does the hard,
There
the
you
hard hitting
go.
journalism. If you haven't seen his Harlandale video, the Harlandale ISD one segments,
Yes.
yeah, definitely check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Do
right
you
now,
want to talk about that?
Yeah.
I would really like to, right now, if I could,
for it.
just
Yeah, go
introduce the team.
Yeah,
go ahead.
sure.
Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Can
yeah.
you guys come up here real
I was
quick?
gonna say, I wanna
So
come up
the
with
whole
some-
crew is here,
Over here.
and I just want to make sure we get an opportunity to meet them because these are
Yeah,
people
for
who
sure.
really make the show possible. I'm just the host, but everybody else does a lot of the hard work.
My name is Julia. I do the marketing.
My name is Roland, and I mostly do the camera work.
Nice.
And hi, I'm Karina. I usually am the manager. Well, I am the manager. They started saying usually. I was like,
No, you are.
No problem. It's
Well,
nice
thank
to
y'all.
meet you
Nice to meet y'all.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the show is totally family run. So it's just us, and each of us has our individual roles in the organization, and we try to go out there and talk to real people about their real stories and have a whole lot of real fun. And this thing that you're talking about with Harlandale, it was kind of a one-off. I like Harlandale. I've been there for a long time and been keeping up with shit. So
Right.
when I heard the state was going to take over, I was like, what? What? How did this happen? So then I heard that the state put out a 41-page report. So I was like, all right, 41 pages. That's kind of a lot, but I bet you I can like read it. You know?
Right.
I
Glance
bet,
at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because inside of it was also juicy gossip. So as you're reading all the legal jargon, there's also like, oh, look at this. So then it would keep my interest. So I read the thing, and then I said, I think I can explain this to people, but I didn't know for sure, and I thought for sure nobody was going to give a shit. And it turned out to be one of our bigger hits in the last few months. I mean, people really responded to it. So
Yeah.
it tells me there's a hunger out there for this kind of information, but I'm not going to read 41 reports all the fucking time. Just
Right, yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to Harlandale or
Yeah.
something in my community, I'll
Yeah.
read what I can. But it was a very cool moment, and we will bring people more news on Harlandale because the state coming in to take over is a serious thing, but
Yeah.
nothing's happened.
Right.
It was supposed to happen like tomorrow when they announced this a few weeks back, and still nothing. There's nothing going on. So I don't know what the fuck's going to go on. But as we hear things, we will let people know. I also got to be careful, though, because a lot of this stuff is just speculation. So until the state or some official entity puts out something that I can read, then
Right.
I just chill.
Yeah.
An actual
But,
statement. Yeah.
Yeah, something that I can be like, hey, they said it, not me.
Yeah, but definitely check those out. We don't want to spoil the videos, so we'll post those after the podcast, and you can watch for yourself and leave
Yeah.
your comments over on their side.
Definitely.
But yeah,
I have Chris commenting again regarding back to the whole teacher and the pay raise. He says that he agrees they play an integral role in kids' lives, maybe more than parents.
Yeah, a
And
lot of the
That's
time.
very true. They do.
Yeah, 'cause some kids,
do.
when they get home, their parents aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're at school and the teacher is more like their parent than their parent is. I've seen that. I mean, I went to Vestal Elementary, I went to Terra Wells, and then McCullum. I've seen it with all my friends. So, I mean, it's very difficult to see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
same like with me. One of my coaches was kind of like why I chose to go in the direction of a math teacher out of college out of high school, because he was like, well, I'm a coach and I do math classes. Like, it was the bond that I had with him that I was like, oh, cool, I want to be just like him. Of course, that didn't pan out, and now we're doing this. But
no regrets.
No regrets.
No
but
regrets.
but I mean, that like affected me, and it wasn't that I didn't have my like dad or my mom around. Like they were around and supportive. It was just because we were at school so long, it still became like another father figure to me. So yeah, I definitely feel like with everything that they have to pay out and the late work and the volunteer stuff they got to do, I'm always for pay raises for them. But jumping for the sake of time, let's jump into the next topic here.
Yes. So next topic is new state law makes stealing packages of mail a felony. Governor Greg Abbott signed House Bill 37, making it a felony to steal the mail and packages. Taking effect September 1st, any letters, postcards, packages, bags, or other sealed items addressed to an individual is considered mail. This punishment varies on how many items stolen. First degree, stealing more than 50, stealing mail from more than 50 different people, which I don't know who has that kind of time to steal from 50 different people.
Very patient people.
But anyways, second degree for stealing from 20 to 50 different people.
Wow.
Third degree for stealing from 10 to 20 different people. State felony for stealing from less than 10 different people. Felons convicted could face anywhere between 180 days to 10 years in prison and could receive a fine of $4,000 to $10,000 or more. What do you think about this new bill taking effect September 1st?
I think I'm about to make a call.
Did yours have the special font that ours had?
Let me see yours.
What special font?
Let me put on my glasses.
It's all missing. It's completely blank.
Oh, actually, mine has the other font. Would you like to see it?
Okay. I'm just making sure you got the correct font. You're not like me, and
I'm good.
You're not like me trying to figure out where the hell we were at.
Oh, well, too bad. You heard it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I mean, people work. I mean,
but here it says from 50, 20, 30 different people. What if it's the same person? Do you still get
the same
a felony?
I don't know.
Pretty
I think I'm
much.
going to have a different point of view. I really don't. I mean, look, if you take somebody's package, the company usually they make it right. You understand?
I've had it happen.
So then,
yeah.
you know.
But on the flip side of that,
if
you were giving out your merch and people were getting it jacked, wouldn't you be kind of upset that you have to replace free stuff?
You have to
yeah,
wait
but I think
longer.
look, if you're a real criminal, you're going to take Amazon packages, things that look valuable. You're not
I'm about
going to
to
take
say.
bullshit.
That's why he puts his shit in like a raggedy ass box and stuff.
Hey, my shit all comes wrapped in a trash bag.
Yeah, there you
Looking
go.
all shitty.
Yeah, nobody wants to take
It
trash.
also,
Wrapped in duct tape.
it's all
Well,
in a Kmart bag. It's not even like Walmart.
Kmart.
That way people
How
are
old
like,
are you?
Kmart, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. I'll leave it there.
Well, also,
hilarious.
they give people a lot of chances. I mean, come on, goddamn, if you still have 10 different packages, my God. It's better crimes to do than
Or
these.
50. Shit.
Like that. You ever watch that show 911?
Yes.
You ever see the one where they have like that lady who's like an excessive stealer and she like steals a package off somebody's house and she breaks her leg in front,
Yeah.
and then she tries to sue the homeowner because she broke her leg because she tripped on something, and they're like, "Well, what's in your hand?" And she's like, "Nothing," and she's like holding the package, and then like the next season they have her again and she gets hit by like a car on purpose. And she tries faking it. They come back again. They're all, "You again?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm good." She's like
I'm good.
limping off. She's like, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." I was like, that's how I feel like all these like felons are. They're just like, "Oh, again? Oh, shit, my bad."
Well, at least I don't have to worry about my packages now.
Or the one that was pretty cool
Yeah,
too.
right.
I mean, it's gonna get lost in the mail, but what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Arrest my mailman?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
If you can catch them.
If I can catch
Did
him.
you ever
yeah.
see that other video too with the guy who made the fake package Amazon packages, but it had like a confetti launcher and it had
That's awesome.
it was
Yeah, that is
confetti
cool.
launcher and fart spray. So when they would open it, it would fart, and then the confetti would just shoot out everywhere. And that was hilarious. The last one, like the guy opened, and he's like, "Oh shit, Daryl, what?" He's like, now my wife's gonna think I went to a strip club because it was like all glitter and stuff.
It smells like ass too, or
Yeah,
what?
it smells like ass. I was like, that's
I
hilarious.
like how that's the first thing he thought of.
Yeah. And then like half of them would like go send the package back to wherever they sold it from. They wouldn't go put it back because they had like the GPS tracker to make sure, and they would go and just send the package back to where they sold it from.
That's crazy.
I was like, that's funny. Yeah. Now on to Post Malone things.
Post Malone things. Post Malone does wear deodorant.
This is gross. I'm
Well,
sorry
yeah, it
to stop on
happens.
the lead.
Yeah. So nearly half of young people are not using deodorant.
Ooh.
Poll finds.
Ugh.
According to a new poll, an alarming amount of folks are ditching their deodorant altogether. The poll found that about 40% of people between the ages of 18 to 24 don't use deodorant at all and haven't in the last month. For those who are 25 to 34, the results are better, but not that much, at 31%. The poll found it's not negligence or a lack of personal hygiene. They simply don't think they need it. What do you think about this poll? And do you use deodorant?
Yes, I use deodorant. Isn't that stupid?
Now,
this
there
is crazier than the flat earth theory. If you really think that you don't need deodorant, you're fooling yourself. Don't believe the hype.
Right.
But also, these numbers got to be bullshit. Because look, if they're saying 31%, that means 3 out of every 7 people aren't wearing deodorant. And I just don't see that.
Well, the whole thing
don't
about
know.
the whole thing about the article, which I read later, is that these numbers are coming from the major deodorant companies. So your Degree, your Axe, all the major companies. So what they were saying and what they were saying in the comments is that the people who do the mom and pop local deodorants, those people are not accounted for. That's what's making up these 40%, the 31%.
Oh, that makes sense. I can believe that there's 30% of hippies that are using some other shit.
Yeah. So that's where it's misleading. 'Cause
Using
people just
rose
read the
petals.
title.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it's misleading because people just read the title and go. But if you actually click on it, it actually does say that these numbers are coming from the major market deodorants. So that's where the difference lies, and that's why the younger ones.
I believe there's
are
a lot of
lower.
people that don't use deodorant, though.
I mean,
There's a lot of
I've met a few of
there's a lot of
them, for
motherfuckers
sure.
I pass by at Walmart that smell like shit all the time.
Well, I'm
Or
not,
smell like sweat.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that the 41% all use deodorant, but
They
out of
don't
that
use
40%, I would probably say a good 10 to 20 probably use something else. Which I mean,
would say
still
10.
20% is still high.
Sensual oils.
20% is still high to not use deodorant, but
Ew.
I mean, I
Hey,
don't.
you know
think
what?
it's-
I dated a chick that used some kind of rock. It was a rock.
A rock.
Yeah, it was crazy, but she was very pretty.
Oh, I guess that kind of just like balanced it out. The fact
You
that
know
she was
what?
pretty.
There might be some people that really don't need that shit, or maybe the rock was working because I never.
It was a pet rock.
Could rock off the street.
It was like a fancy rock. I don't know. It looked like pretty colors and stuff.
She soaked it in bleach and was just like, yeah, that's it.
I guess
There
so. Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna move on because this is disgusting.
Yes,
It's
it
like
is.
I can smell it now.
Oh my
So,
god! Don't
to-
say that. You put that shit in my head.
Mind games.
Tony Parker to head up sports division of financial firm in new San Antonio office. For those who don't know, Tony Parker did announce his retirement earlier this month after spending 1 season with the Charlotte Hornets. Tony Parker has been recruited to head up the sports, artists, and entertainment division for global advisory firm North Rock Partners. He will work with professional athletes, team owners, and others involved in sports. The firm is set to open a new office here in town, allowing Tony to spend time in his home. And so what are you guys' thoughts about Tony Parker's retirement and him getting an actual job?
Should have retired last year and never left.
Right.
Should have just kept it as a spur and been done with it.
Maybe this is his
I don't know.
secret ploy to come back to the Spurs and just retire now.
Well, they're going to sign up for a 1-day deal just to
That'd
say
be
he
dope.
finished as a spur.
Hey, you know
But-
what? What is this North Rock Partners? I wonder what they do. See, it says a global advisory firm. Like, do you think he's really gonna go in and do work, or do you think that's
No,
kind of
it's-
bullshit?
no,
Like,
it's
he's just gonna
bullshit.
sit there.
He's going to be like...
Bullshitting with friends.
He's going to be like the Rockin' Ballers. Where he's just like there just because he's rich, but he sucks at his job.
Yes, that's what I was wondering.
That's exactly what's going to happen. It's the real life ballers.
Well, I mean, for them to actually make an office here in San Antonio just so he could stay here, I mean, that seems pretty like,
Legit.
we'll do whatever you want. Like, I don't think this
Just come
firm is
over
really
here,
legit.
Tony.
Because if they really, I don't know.
I just feel like they were already going to build, but they need to hire people. So what's better to get people to get hired, knowing that they may work with Tony Parker, who's now retired.
I mean, he's working in the
What?
sports division.
I know if you're closing a major deal like big money,
Big money.
the names start to really fade because that's real money. You don't want to fuck around.
Yeah.
And also, like,
Facts.
would Tony Parker bring you to the table if it was $1 million deal?
Well, no, but the fact that if
Nah.
I had the option of working at some other firm, or I can go work at this new firm that's gonna have Tony Parker.
Oh,
as-
working. I thought
Yeah.
you meant as
Working.
clients.
No,
No.
not as clients, as like workers there, because then you're gonna bring somebody who may have gone to a different firm that
Right.
maybe that might be willing to take a pay cut just to say that he works with Tony Parker, and then you get a better.
So his
quality
name
client.
brings people. That's
Brings-
basically what
it,
you're
it
saying.
brings workers. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it necessarily brings workers. I think they're more thinking
that's
about the
pretty cool.
clientele.
Yeah, bring other.
Clients.
Well, and then the other thing we got to remember too is that he does have connections in France, so it does extend the international
Other
market.
players
Oh,
that you
that's
might be
true.
knowing.
Which, like you
Yeah.
said, here in San Antonio, or here in the U.S., you may not give a fuck because, oh, it's Tony Parker, who gives a shit? But in
France.
France, where he's almost a god over there,
Yeah.
like he can
He's a
bring some
rap
bigger
god.
names.
Hey.
mayor.
He's a rap god.
He's a rap god to those people. Have you ever heard his mixtape?
I haven't.
No.
No.
We.
He's like, I don't.
But yeah, but definitely, I would like to go to a firm if I was like a famous athlete. Be like, oh yeah, Tony Parker, hell yeah, I'll go over there.
He just goes to like.
He's like, hey, I'm Tony Parker. I'm your client.
He goes to like ribbon cuttings and that's all he does.
Ribbon cuttings.
Signs autographs.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it does.
You gotta do
Being a
something with
king.
your life, I guess.
Facts. In retirement.
And then he forgets his scissors. He's like, fuck.
Caesars.
You had one job.
Let's see if he's still employed in 2023. So
I don't
Good luck to him,
know.
though.
Good
yeah.
luck.
I hope he does well.
Yeah.
But speaking of 2023, Uber's flying taxis are coming to one Texas city in 2023. The launch of Uber's new flying taxis is only a few years away. One Texas city has been confirmed, which if you read down below, it's Dallas. As
Wow.
one of the first to get the shared air transportation program, Uber Air is set to come out in 2023 in select cities, including Los Angeles. I don't know why I put California, but anyway.
Wow.
Melbourne, Australia, and Dallas. This ride-sharing program will connect passengers between suburbs and cities, and ultimately within cities as they soar above congested ground traffic in small electric VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Uber Air will be as affordable as taking an Uber X ride of the same distance.
Wow.
So what are your thoughts on this new share riding
It's gonna
program?
be fun.
We all gonna die.
I don't know.
Because
Is
the real question, which I was watching Jesus and Mero when they were talking about it, and that was the first thing that came to mind.
What?
They're like, are they gonna actually have trained people, or just anybody can sign up to be an air Uber?
Oh, shit.
Oh
Just
god.
like hop in and be like, oh yeah, I just signed up yesterday. I have no idea how to drive this thing.
Oh
But let's
my
figure out where you
God.
going. But no, I'm pretty sure they probably have licensed pilots.
So because
but-
if they're having this, then I'm pretty sure they're going to venture out and have more cars like this. So does that mean is there going to be like traffic like in the air?
Air traffic.
There's going to be air traffic?
Man, it's gonna be like Back to the Future, the second one.
5
I
o'clock.
haven't seen it.
You never seen.
I got to leave before 5 o'clock because there's going to be air traffic.
Air
Shit.
traffic.
We'll just say cars. It's faster. There's not that much traffic.
All the.
And I don't even know
Yeah.
how much an Uber X ride is. I know Uber X is like the most
Premium.
like the premium
Like-
for an Uber.
I think they're like.
Yeah.
I think like.
A
I
Cadillac.
think they
to
start off
pick
like
you
at
up.
40. I think.
What?
Wow, that would be awesome.
I think. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. You lying.
I would at least try it once.
Fly me to Austin.
Yeah,
All right,
I
let's
would
go.
too,
Fly me
yeah.
to 6th
Seems
Street.
cool.
I would
But
too.
can you imagine
I
now
do.
how like quick it's gonna be to get to Austin and Dallas? You're gonna have that
That's awesome.
flight, which is like an hour or whatever. Then you're gonna have that
Oh yeah,
super
and then what if
monorail.
you crash into a plane and die?
But then you're gonna also still have.
Do
but
you
you're also-
believe it, though, that they're actually going to come out?
Yeah.
I do.
Um,
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have that bullet train coming out.
Yeah,
too,
I can't wait
so-
for
You
that.
don't believe it?
No.
He believes with his eyes,
Yeah.
not with his face.
And even then, I question it.
I mean,
You know, I would think you would believe it for somebody who smokes and probably thinks of some wild crap.
No, but I asked to see them all say these things, and then nothing happens. So I don't know. Let's see what happens.
I mean, we're still
I
waiting.
mean,
for
we're
the,
getting flying cars finally.
I was saying we're still waiting
I
on
don't,
the.
I haven't seen them.
I mean, what
Have
the,
you?
Where are they at, Dom? Where have you seen
Allegedly.
them?
the government. The government.
I was gonna say. I mean, we're still waiting for Amazon to bring the drone delivery.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm
drone
still waiting on
delivery.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they got all these cool ideas, but let's
I'd
see
be like,
what they
hey
do.
guys, I got a new
the
drone.
the only good thing we have right now in this century is the fact that
Amazon
Domino's.
Prime?
No, that Domino's will replace your pizza if you fuck it up on the
Pizza
way home.
insurance.
But you have to pay for pizza insurance, don't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to pay for
It's
it.
$1. I heard.
That's too
Is
much.
it?
That's $1 too much.
I would.
Sorry.
That's
What?
$1 too far.
I would
My
probably
bad.
like scrape all the cheese and like pepperoni off, put it in a different thing, and be like, oh, it fell. I need a new one. And just, like,
Wow.
put that on top of the second pizza, and now you just got more cheese and more sauce.
Of course
Man,
you
that
would.
is an ultimate cheapskate move right
Oh,
there.
shit.
What are you gonna put on bread?
I was gonna say,
eat it
yeah,
loosely?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say you're gonna take like 3 bites and then be like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Right.
I don't want to
That's
know. I don't need a
hilarious.
replacement though. You can just give me back my money. But
Give
there's
me
three,
back
there's
my
three
money.
slices missing. Yeah, I mean.
I mean, it is what it is.
But anyways, jumping into our final topic. It says Austin favorite Cabo Bob's. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Burritos finally opens in San Antonio. Cabo Bob's Burritos opened its first location in San Antonio this past Tuesday, June the 18th. The restaurant is widely known for its California-style cuisine, offering fish tacos, unique types of burritos, nachos, and bowls. Of course, they have the fan favorite, their Route 66. habanero sauce,
That shit's hot as fuck.
as well as their souvenir cup that is refillable. In 2014, it was number 2 for the best burritos in the West Coast. This new
Customs.
location is part of a multi-city expansion that includes Houston as well. The hours of operation are, of course, 10:30 a.m. to 9:05, which is weird.
That is
That's
super
what, That's
weird.
what me and G looked at first. Like, why do they close at
9:05?
9:05? Monday through Saturday, and they are closed Sundays. The address for those interested is 847 Northeast Loop 410 here in town. That is on
And-
Broadway.
Yes, on Broadway.
Yeah.
And of course, because we're 210 Nation and we bring you the best of 210 Nation, we've already gone there and ate there on Thursday.
Whatever you
Thursday.
ate there.
It was
tell us.
Thursday. The tortillas were cool. They had 3 different options. They have a wheat one, a smoky cheddar one,
Ooh.
Spinach.
a spinach, and I think a habanero one.
Look at Roy. He's already like, nah.
He's
not
like,
fun.
it's not Tex-Mex.
It's
I-
not Christian.
It's not kosher.
I mean, it's nothing special. If you eat Chipotle, Freebirds, Macho Libre, it's all the same. Same thing. Burrito, wrap it up, take it to go, run it out. I would still say I put Freebirds on my top out of all of them.
I would too. I
Um,
like Freebirds better than this.
And I probably would
Oops.
put this like third behind and then Chipotle last, just 'cause I don't like Chipotle. Yeah, I mean, nothing really good. Nothing different. I mean,
That
it
was
good.
harsh, bro.
I mean, it
I
was
know,
good.
harsh.
It's good, but it's nothing different
No.
because
Yeah.
everything's already here. The only thing that I will say that was really, really good was the hot sauce, that Route 66 sauce. That shit was hot. I put like 5 drops on it, took a bite, and that was it. I didn't put any more on
They
the
were
burrito.
looking to sponsor us. I guess not anymore.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, you're playing hard to get or what? Yeah.
I will give their customer service.
Exclusive.
I will give their customer service a 5 though, because they make the tortillas from scratch there, not like
Mm.
Freebirds where they're already like made and they just pull them out and heat them up. So they make them there fresh. So the guy made mine, and there was like a big old hole in the middle. So he got like another piece of dough and was like trying to like flatten it to make sure that it was complete.
Yeah.
That way it didn't leak out. And then he looked at it and he was like, it still doesn't look right, so he just threw it away and busted out another one and made me another one. So I was like, well,
Yeah,
that was
that's
dope,
pretty
because
good.
he could have just been like, okay, it sticks. All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
true.
So I do give him that for giving me that service there.
And he gave me a
Um,
free queso.
I didn't trust it. I saw Austin favorite number 1. What do they know about good
I was
Tex-Mex?
thinking
Not at
Diablos
all.
or
Yes.
And then the California style, I was like,
sir.
ugh.
I know. It's
That's
California.
what the article said, okay?
Yeah,
That's
Two
You know what?
negatives.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm giving my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, shout out to Spurs homie who's watching.
Spurs homie.
Woo!
Shout out to
And he
Hey,
said,
what's up,
what
Spurs
up,
homie?"
Denario?
Yes.
Scenario.
So how much time are we working with here? Oh, we still got about another 14 minutes. So that's cool.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
I
you made
thought
us
we-
rush for nothing.
I know. I thought we were running out of time, but we're having good.
You're horrible.
Well, now this
You
is-
made me rush
well,
for
now
nothing.
this is the time that we get to talk to Roy.
Ooh, we should give him the this or that.
Yes, we'll give him the this or that challenge.
We already know what wins.
So,
Oh.
so the
He's
way.
scared. Look at him.
So
I
the way.
am. I didn't know
So
we were going
I-
to be playing games.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're
This,
playing
Mind games.
sorry. This or that challenge is that we just go and give you an either or, and you just tell us which one you prefer. You don't have to explain it if you don't want to. If you want to go into an explanation, you can. So we're gonna start with the basic, typical one, which we answered earlier: Whataburger, In-N-Out.
Oh, ew. I mean, I would
None
have said
now.
Whataburger a week ago. Yeah,
Come on,
I don't
none
know.
now.
I can't trust this Chicago foolery. I refuse to answer.
Okay,
Okay.
so
I
what
won't pick
burger
one.
fast food? Okay. Well,
Oh,
then what
so
burger
if you had
fast
to, if you had to replace it now,
Okay. Probably Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A.
food? I do too, yeah.
It's good.
Ooh, their Cobb salad is so good.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go national, anyways, right? And it's fast food.
all right. So
I go with Griff's.
Hey,
There you
that's a
go.
good choice right there. Hey, you better be ready for an adventure.
All right.
No shit.
all right. I didn't actually prepare this. So I'm
Oh
kind of
my.
behind.
I see
Okay,
your show
so-
runs a lot like ours.
Yeah,
So,
you didn't plan for this.
I'll give you our new favorite question to ask. 'Cause
Okay.
Last time it started a lot of controversy.
Oh,
Mama
great.
Margie's or Las Palapas?
I can't say that I've been to Las Palapas before. So, and Mom Margie's in the South Side.
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
stick with my girl.
There you go,
Okay.
Mama.
Well, then let's make this a little bit more easier since you
She
don't know.
cradles me in her bosom after the bars close. Those 99-cent bean cheese.
I was gonna say Mama Margie's or Taco Cabana. Make it
Oh,
list them.
whoa! Now you're asking crazy shit. Let's see, whoa! I guess depends what's on the. I'm gonna be simple. I'll stick with Mom Margie. I'll stick. With
All
my
right.
All
girl.
right.
I was gonna say
you
you're
going
gonna
down?
go
See.
behind your girl's
No,
back.
no, no.
Oh,
Hey, not in front of
let's
anybody.
sneak around, sneak around, All right. Red salsa or green salsa?
Oh
Yes.
Oh, green. Yeah, I like
yeah.
that.
Yay! Green salsa.
Green.
Always.
I love green salsa.
Yes, green salsa. is
Regular
best.
ketchup or spicy ketchup?
Oh man. I like the regular. No, wait. Stop. You're fooling me.
Stop.
You got my brain. I was gonna say the other one, the spicy one.
I'm not fooling you.
Yeah, I know. I always think it's funny
You
because
like regular.
she likes regular, so we always go and they're like, which one?
I'm
And we're like
spicy.
both, and it never fails. I don't know why. I guess I look like I'm just like fuck lame or some shit.
Yeah,
They
you're-
always give me the
you're
regular one.
fucking
They're
lame.
like, here you go, and I'm like,
I wanted it spicy.
and like I just like shove that shit to her side, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, here. And they give the spicy, and I'm like, don't give me the fucking regular, give me the spicy.
The spicy ketchup, it tastes weird to me. It tastes, I don't know. I don't know. They literally probably just squeeze jalapeno juice in their regular ketchup and just mix it, and I'm like,
Probably
yeah,
Tabasco,
no. I
though.
don't-
I'm gonna put hot sauce on it anyways. If I'm
Yeah, there
putting
you go.
ketchup on it, there's gonna be some hot sauce. So
Yeah, but
Save
hot
me
sauce
some
is
work.
different from jalapeno.
Bush's chicken or golden chick?
Oh, Bush's. That is not even a question, my brother. Have you tasted Golden Chick before? That is
I like Golden
garbage.
Chick.
I will tell you. It tastes like they decided
I'm
it didn't want to.
offended.
Well, that's okay.
Wait, why are you offended? I was gonna say, why are you offended? I'm offended.
It's like, it's very soft. You bite into it, there's no crunch. So how can you even do
I
that?
don't
You
know
put
what
it in the
golden
fryer
chick
and
you've
there's
been
nothing.
going to.
Oh, well,
I know.
The
You
one's
know-
on the south side.
I wonder why.
got me.
well, since it's local, okay, so it's Bush's or Church's.
Oh hell no!
man.
Really?
I
Why?
No,
Why is
no,
that even something
no,
that you should
no,
be
wait.
debating on?
No, that's not the real debate.
Um,
The original time debate on that is Church's or Bill Miller's.
Oh.
Yeah,
Now that's
there you
That's
go.
the-
They
that's
both,
the childhood
They
debate.
both suck, but I'll do
Okay.
Bill Miller's.
Hey, shut up.
Hate her, man. Oh.
Oh.
It honestly depends how many family members you're trying to feed.
Hey, facts.
I don't know.
facts.
I'm gonna go with Bill
Every
Miller's.
celebration.
You
I like to stay
you
consistent.
Like churches that much?
Yeah, I love their biscuits, and that alone is getting me to hesitate.
You know what? Their biscuits are good. I will say
And you
that.
want to know something? Let me tell you guys
blind
a trick or a
biscuits.
secret.
Jalapeno
So if you go
poppers.
by the Church's Chicken, you can ask them when are you going to make your next batch of biscuits, and then you can just park and wait. And then when the fresh ones come out,
Is it true?
you can ask for it with
She
extra
used to
honey.
work at churches.
Oh yeah.
And you could also ask them to put the apple pie frosting on the biscuit. And it's
Oh,
shit.
I didn't know that.
Ay, chingao.
Man,
Woo! next
Everybody's
level.
like,
that one.
ow.
I know. My bad. Oh.
We've unlocked the next level of churches.
Amazingness.
Hey, but that tells you how good those biscuits are. That alone, because everything else I like from Bill Miller's.
I've heard a conspiracy theory that they deal drugs out of their drive-through window.
Whoa.
At churches?
Yeah.
You know what? I have not had that experience.
I don't
and
know.
if
Is
they
it
are,
true?
That's
No
only,
comments. No
that's-
comments.
That's only as of recent because Fred's Fish is starting to get heat, so they had to move. They had to
They had
move
to
the
move the operation
mattress,
over.
mattress firm.
Hey, there's
and
motherfuckers at Fred Fish making memes about churches, right? Just trying to change the narrative. They hired the
Over
Russians.
there.
It's them and mattress firm together. They got together
Oh my
to
God,
push the
Mattress
shit
Firm.
over.
How
Like,
there's so
we're-
many
Yeah, have you heard the
stores?
conspiracy
Of
about mattress
course,
firm?
I'm on the internet. I did the deep dive too. I watched Corporate Man on YouTube, and he
Oh, yeah,
did a
Corporate
full
Man.
46 minutes.
Yes, I love
it was
Corporate
nice.
Man. What's the other one?
Is it true? Do you think it's true?
Either way, it doesn't bother me.
Well, it's funny. It's
Doesn't
funny.
bother me.
It's funny because I work over
The
in
chicken
Stone
is
Oak.
good.
We work
The fish
over.
tastes
We
good.
work over at Stone Oak, and like right when we leave our job to get on the highway, there's one right there. There's construction around, but somehow it's still in business. It's open, and but there's no way to get to it. I've never found a way to get to it.
Hey man, let's say it legitimately is a front. Would you like to continue talking about it?
I know where to find it.
Would you like to be the one who put the heat on?
Oh, we have a comment. It's from my
Somebody's like,
It's
yes,
from
it
my
is.
mama Kathy. It's from my second mom Kathy. She said Church's Chicken is better than Bill Miller's. Kathy, no, it's not. Who you lying? Who you trying to lie to?
I think we'll make that the Sunday survey for next week. Which is better? Which of the three is better? We'll do Bush's, Bill Miller's, and Churches, and then we'll see what they say.
Only in chicken category.
Bushes.
Only in chicken, not
Damn,
not
that's
sides or
gonna be
anything.
another
Kathy also
rough one.
says G, nice cap.
Thank you. So we'll do it. We'll do that as the main one. Freddie says he makes 3 stops: Bill Miller's for the tea, Churches for the biscuits, and Popeyes for the chicken.
Oh, I forgot about Popeyes.
The
Good on
ultimate
you,
mix.
brother.
The ultimate mix.
That is,
The only reason I
Forgot
didn't count
about
Popeyes is because it technically isn't part of the local scene. But
dear God, that sounds delicious.
Yeah,
My
that sounds
God,
like a
if
good
Uber
mix.
Eats could do that for me, I would download the app.
Doesn't
Facts.
wouldn't Favor be able to do that?
We'll do that. Well,
That's interesting.
congratulations. We just started 210 Eats. We'll go ahead and that's the only thing on the menu.
But it'll take us one to whenever.
No, that's our only menu, but we'll just buy everything in bulk, so we just like mail it out. We're like, oh, can I get this? Can I get? No, you get the special. You get the tea, the biscuits, and the chicken. You don't get no other option.
Nothing else.
Yeah,
Buy it
that's,
in bulk.
that's your only.
Oh,
your only
Kathy,
option.
don't say that. She
Say
said
it.
Bill Millers uses baby chicks.
This is what?
Baby
chicks.
birds.
Oh, well, they're delicious. Can't complain with the results.
That's hilarious.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap through the events real quick, and then we'll let Roy wrap it up for us here in a minute.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
So of course we have the Pride Mini Ball at Ojo Friday on the 28th. We have Twisted Peach Festival or Twisted Peach Fest at the Block on Saturday the 29th as well. Our good friends Vitamin, Deftone, and Incubus are doing a tribute show at Rock and Race on the 29th. And then you have the Pride Block Party on the 29th
Whoop, whoop.
and Pride at the Strip as well. So the block party's at 800 Live Bar and Nightclub. And then the Pride on the Strip, of course, is the gay strip on St. Mary's. And then, of course, just follow us throughout the week for different events that we
Down
didn't
here.
catch here. Roy, when can I catch your episodes of The Carpenter's Apprentice?
You can catch them at Monday through Thursday. We guarantee you'll be able to watch the show. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depends what's up, if we feel like it. But we also announce our schedule on our story, and we have on there our June schedule, and our July schedule will be announced soon. You can also catch us now, starting June 28th, next Friday, on...
With us here on
Yeah,
210
210
Culture.
culture.
Yes.
So that's very excited. I'm very excited to see
Yeah,
this
I'm
coming up
excited
next.
too. Hey, thank you guys for the opportunity. Genuinely, we
Definitely.
appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
It means a lot. I think this is going to be a cool partnership, and I think it's kind of funny because we had talked. It's so funny because I'm not looking at you in your eyes. I'm looking at the fucking metal. Okay. Let me get back on track. So once we started working together, I think it will give other people the opportunity to do the same, like to reach out to other
Right.
local influencers,
That's-
and then we can all team up. And so I hope my goal here is that we can create some kind of domino effect where we combine forces to do
yeah.
good things for the community.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was talking about when we were seeing like the back and forth between everybody there, and I was like, hopefully this does open up the doors and see, because I mean it's a great cause. I mean everybody has a different point of view, everybody has a different skill. So why are we trying to compete? I mean, yeah, we should always still have that friendly competition just
Yeah.
to say it, but at the end of the day, what are we really competing for? Like our goal is to showcase San Antonio, so there's no need to be like, I'm better than this person, because at the end of the day, we're showing the same places, we're eating the
Yeah.
same ones.
Yeah.
My personality may not be somebody's cup of tea, but your personality is. So I mean, why are we?
Why'd you throw in the fact check? That was an odd place to say that. Hey, but I'll tell you this too. I like that hashtag that you use, SA versus the world. So if there
There you
is a
go.
competition, then it's us versus everybody else. So we have an opportunity to win if we can unite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
There you
true.
go.
So,
Facts.
Because like San Antonio, we're a family.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the friendliness that we bring here. So with that being said, we are running down to 4 minutes here to finish up for the hour. So you have anything else you want to throw out, shout out while we're here?
Yeah, for sure.
You want to give us a this or that?
Okay.
Put him on the shot now.
Oh man.
On the spot.
Okay, let's try it. Let's see.
Hey, you said
Do
your
you-
shows are on the spot.
Yeah,
so-
I got. Hey, baby, don't worry about this. Watch this shit. Hold up, I'm ready for action. Here we go. Okay. Do you take the lime and salt before the tequila or after?
After.
After.
Really? None of y'all prime y'all's palates.
No.
No.
Which you probably should. That probably tastes a lot better if I probably did it before and probably after. But nah, I do it after.
Okay. Would you prefer weed or alcohol?
Oh, alcohol.
Alcohol.
For sure.
Weed.
We've got one brother in the building. You gotta love that. All right. Here's another this or that. Personality or looks?
Oh, personality.
Personality.
Let's see who. If you're also full of it.
Shady fool.
Half and half.
Look at this shady fool.
You can't Arnold
anybody
Palmer the answer.
care to explain their answers on that one?
Well, I mean, he's cute, but I like his personality.
Oh my God, brother! I'm so sorry I asked the question. I should have abandoned it.
It's okay.
I should have
right.
trusted my
I
guts.
got you on a drink,
So
buddy.
welcome.
I know, for
so
real,
on,
right?
on this episode of Pick on G,
Oh, man.
this is the last episode we've been on the show. Rory's officially our new moderator starting next week.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
fine,
Jeez.
Anybody else? Would you care to rebuttal?
No, I mean,
Ooh.
it's
Of course, because
That is going to be a long motherfucking ride home.
Well, no, 'cause
I have
that's-
both. So it's okay.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you're all gonna get wrinkled, and everything's gonna drop down and droop and everything. So it's like,
Facts.
it's already dropping.
so, I mean, that's what you gotta. I mean, regardless, I mean, I'm gonna go blind one day eventually. So I mean, how am I gonna like
no,
see her
yeah,
anywhere?
What?
Yeah,
You are?
Hey, she's like, I didn't know you were planning on that.
Right now.
I mean, but yeah, it's like if you're gonna go blind, like, I mean, you still gotta deal with the personality. And if they got no
That's
personality, who the hell are you gonna talk to? A wall?
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
Oh, what about you? Now I'm reversing it to you.
yeah, but you guys asked me if I could ask a question, so let's stick to that.
Draw two, reverse.
Yeah.
skip you.
Reverse.
Yeah, you-
Personality or looks? you need to be 100. Okay?
Same. I hate being on the
Like, if
spot,
I'm being
too.
honest, because I'm a dude, I mean, God, there's a lot of things you'll just accept from a pretty girl. So it's just like, oh. And then,
Yeah.
but if I'm like, being smart, then I think to myself, it'd be nice to have a conversation too.
Facts.
But sometimes, whatever,
I'm gonna hope that Kathy just didn't know how to spell check, but she said, "G, you're right. You're the actress in front of the camera."
Yay! You are the actress in front of the camera.
I didn't know I was talking to the
Yeah,
Sanato Merrill over here.
Right.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we're cool. We hit the hour like we always do. So of course, shout out to everybody we met last week. Too many to announce. And then of course, shout out to the guy Hedos that we saw on Thursday, perform Thursday.
Yes.
So Alvarado and all the boys out there. So with that being said, we're gonna just wrap up the show here today. So of course, one last time, check out Culture Creations on Wednesday, our food truck foodie video on Thursdays, and now on Fridays, Roy's taking over our page with the Carpenter's Apprentice. But follow them as well. Follow our
Always.
new website that's constantly updating every hour, 210culture.com, where we have the links to all the videos so you don't have to flip through them all, and of course links to his page as well. Thank you to our sponsor, Southside Craft Soda with the Texacola soda. Get it at HEB if you haven't gotten it now. It's one of the best local sodas here. They're brewed out of Alamo Brewery, but their headquarters is down there on Roosevelt. So
Oh, yeah,
definitely check
Southside?
Yes, sir. It's the Southside Craft
That's a
Soda.
Harlandale grad right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were talking about you the other day. We were talking about you on Friday.
Oh, shit.
In big
Like,
news.
what year?
Big,
What
big
year?
stuff. Big stuff. And then, of course, thank you to our other sponsor, Natural Height CBD Oil off Nacogdoches. Go get your CBD oil over there with them. And then, of course,
Sports Radio.
Pub Sports Radio, like always, for having us, and Southtown 101 as
Yay.
well. And last but not least, our other sponsor, bikergang.com. So they have the little moped
Get your
scooters
ride on.
that I've heard that they're going to start putting one here, so you can rent them out here and drive around San Antonio in your little biker gang. Everybody gets their own little motorcycle bike and kind of cruise through that town.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Roy would like to see a pamphlet.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
We'll pass them around. We'll pass them on after. But yeah, so check them out. And of course, this podcast will re-air tomorrow on Monday. So if you don't catch it live or you want the audio version, check out iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and Facebook again, where it gets re-uploaded.
Everything.
Everywhere.
So Kathy said, I meant what I said. And she said, oh, my Donna's beautiful.
Okay.
Aww.
Sure. So with that being said,
Wow.
with that being said, we're gonna fade to black
So
now.
salty.
So thank you for Roy for showing up today.
Yeah, thank
Of
you.
course,
Thank you
you're
guys for
welcome
having me.
anytime.
Thank
Doors
you,
always
thank
open. So that being said, I'm G
I'm Dom.
And Donna.
and Roy.
Oh, and I'm Roy.
So remember, 210 Culture Podcast,
Bringing
bringing the best of 210 Nation.
Yeah.